There are a few revelations that are certain in fact. Number one, God is dope. Nike is always going to do it because you're going to run, and Dancing with Tech is always going to bring you wonderful reviews on technology. The man himself behind Dancing with Tech.
Don't forget to like and subscribe. The Revelation Podcast starts now.
What's up, guys? And of course, you know, I'm Dancing with Tech. I'm here being interviewed by The Revelation. So let's go ahead and shoot, man.
So today I want to talk to you about leadership. And what does leadership mean to you?
Leadership. So what leadership means to me is basically somebody who does not mind taking a lead. Someone who don't mind taking a leap of faith, because you got some people out there who are too scared to move forward. Some people out there are observers. And you got some people out there who just, well, I'm just going to wait until this person, now I'm going to sit there and follow the leader. So a leadership is someone who don't mind being in front face. Hey, don't worry, I'll take care of it. Someone who's bold, someone who's fierce, someone who's not afraid of making mistakes and learning from them. That's what a leader is to me.
How would you describe your leadership style?
Well, my leadership side, well, number one, I'm very, very direct. Anyone that knows me, I'm direct. I tell you what I want and how I want it. So that way we can leave, we don't have to worry about error. Because if I have a vision, I'm trying to execute my vision now. Not saying I'm not open to other people's ideas, but my leadership qualities, like, I'm always trying to have a plan to get to the next level. I set out goals. That's another thing about our leadership. And my leadership, I tell people, once you set out goals, like, what direction are you trying to go? And also, too, another leader aspect quality about myself is, you know, you got a lot of people that listen to you, but they always give you that generic advice. Well, you could try harder, this and for what the case may be. My leadership, I don't just listen to you. I give you some ideas to move forward, you know. So it's one thing being a leader and listening, but it's another thing being a leader and laying out some paths to help your friends or your subordinates.
That's very important. One thing I've always known about you is you do give feedback. Because when you give out instruction, you're like, okay, this is what we need to do. Do you have any questions? Then when somebody asks you a question, you explain to them, look, I done laid it out. I done laid it out for you. Usually people get it. Then when they execute it, they come back, they ask you, hey, what did I do? You come and you show us like, hey, you did this good. You can do this. Let's fix your posture a little bit. That's one thing that I love about your leadership style. So if you were trying to motivate somebody and they put you in charge of a team, how would you lead that team to glory? How would you lead them to victory?
Well, the one thing I would do is I would tell them, I would ask them, so where you trying to go? Like, do you have any type of game plan? Because one thing about a leader, you gotta have some type of idea or comprehension of those of your subordinates who you're leading. So I like to listen and see what direction you have. But if you have no idea, then I say, well, why don't you try this? Because I'm the type of leader, I push you. You know, a lot of people don't like being pushed because they make excuses. Too hard. I can't try. I don't take no excuses because you know you could try. You know you could do it. Now, if you do it and you fail, that's fine. You get back up. So I just think that when leading a team, I push people. Like going to the gym, I push people. If you saying that 50 pounds is too heavy, then I'll say, well, try to lift 30 pounds. I make sure I put you in an uncomfortable position to show that you could do it. So that is the type of leadership I give, and I'm always trying to help people go to the next level by pushing you so you can see your true potential. Because one more thing, because one thing, you don't want people to be codependent. You got a lot of people who are codependent, depend on you to help them do this and do that. I'm the complete opposite. I'm not going to baby you around. I'm not going to try to help you. I'm going to say, go over here and try. And when you try, you're like, wow, I could do this. So that's my leadership skills.
very, very powerful wisdom. The next question that I have for you, you mentioned a lot of codependency. Do you feel that today's leader and today's world has made it so easy for everybody to be a winner? And when you comes to leadership, like in the past, I remember being on teams, my coach was like, hey, you gonna run till I get tired. Now it's like people run half a mile and they expect a medal. Do you feel like leadership is too easy on people nowadays, or do you feel like we don't have the right type of leaders?
Well, I think a lot of times you don't have the right type of leaders because you got some people like the spoon feed people, and I'm not going to spoon feed you. I think some people worry about other people's feelings. I mean, it's cool and all, but how can you be a leader if you cater to everyone's feelings and stuff like that? Because people gonna complain about this, complain about that, and leader, you need to make a executive decision. This is how it's gonna be. Let's go for it. So
Is that why you feel like not everybody can be the leader, or they don't know how to lead? Like, for example, I feel that there's two type of leaders. There's a natural leader, and there's a leader that's born through hard work. Because one thing that I've learned when it comes to making the executive decision, only a few people can sit at the table, and then it comes down to only one person that ultimately can make that decision. And people feel like, for example, not to get too political, as the president, you got to make that executive decision. Everybody's looking at you, and a lot of people crack under pressure.
I think that yeah, you do got time. You got some people who gonna learn, and you got some people who just built in. But just because if you're the person who's in, that doesn't mean you're fit to be a leader. But that just really means that you've been through life experiences to make you have better judgment. So I think that being a leader has a, being a leader, not only you the type person that you don't have a mind being the front face and making those difficult decisions, but being a leader has a team too. You know, I mean, you can't lead if you don't have a team. You just out by yourself. But if you got a team of people take wise advice, and then you kind of like, okay, well, I think this works best, and you put all the pieces together. That's leadership.
So who would you say that's on your team that makes you an effective leader?
My team make me an effective leader. God.
He's dope.
Yep, right. God is dope. I mean, without God, it's a situation where like, how can you lead without God? I mean, look at King Solomon. God came to him, asked him, well, he could have anything. And I mean, he just wanted wisdom to lead the people because he made such a wise decision. God blessed him with everything, more than he can even imagine. So I think leadership comes with the heart, and not to get too religious, but I mean, if you depend on God, you really can't go wrong. Because you got so many people that God left in charge, and they made wise decisions through the Word of God.
So what would you consider effective leaders? Who wouldn't you consider an effective leader? And what leader has stand out the most to you?
Mm, all I can say about that, I mean, I'm gonna just be obvious. I think Donald Trump in office, he is not a effective leader at all. Donald Trump, he's selfish. He worries about himself, and you got a lot of people who follow him blindly. So that's their problem. Who I think has been a really good leader, um, I don't know. I mean, I guess I don't want to say Barack Obama, you know, because of the color of his skin, because some people may perceive that. But I do think that he has some good leadership qualities, like Bill Clinton did as well. And I think one of the biggest thing about leadership, like what I like about them personally, because they show empathy to situations and stuff like that, and they care, you know. So those are some of the qualities that stand out to me, and educated too, and be able to deal with situations because certain bad leaderships, they don't know how to handle situations, and they just look out for self. and you can't be a leader looking out for self.
Well, you said something very powerful that had me thinking. You said a word that I feel like a lot of people don't know. Whether you look at it at school, whether you look at it in the workplace, business world, anywhere, a lot of people lack empathy. They think sometimes just because, you have sympathy for somebody, you really need empathy.
Hmm.
You have to be able to relate to somebody. It can't just be, I'm sorry for your loss, or I have been through a situation. People don't always know how to understand that you're going through a problem. Even if you might not have dealt with it on that level, you got to have some empathy for people, and that also builds a stronger bond with your team and those that work for you, because it feels like, okay, you're not a selfish boss. You understand that I either just lost somebody, I'm going through a hard time, you're not being rough. And just because you're not being rough don't mean that you're cutting somebody slack. You just letting them know, hey, I know what you're going through. A lot of people don't have empathy. And my major question, you also said something about our current president. Outside of, the color of the skin, what do you think is the biggest difference in leadership between President Obama versus President Trump?
Well,
I think it's common sense.
yeah. I mean, I think that's the easy one. I mean, you can't be a leader and lie. Number one, I mean, you gotta have some type of sense of integrity, And then when situations happen, even though you don't care, it's very important to show empathy, as we were saying. I think like with Barack Obama, he handled situations tactfully. He was very tactful how he handled things. Trump, he just said what first to come out of his mouth. Then he'll go on Twitter, vent, he don't care. When we have shootings or different circumstances going on, Barack Obama showed empathy. He showed that he cared. Trump, he does some crazy or racist rhetoric behind it. So it's kind of like, how can you convince people that you have good leadership if you can't do the common sense stuff? You can't even prove to be a decent person.
Well, let me also ask this, just so people don't feel like we getting too political with it. Where do you think that President Obama failed as a leader that President Trump has succeeded?
Well, I think with President Obama, I think he was one of those type of leaderships where he tried to get along with a lot of people, and when it came to certain hard decisions, he didn't make them. So he kind of like did a majority, like the whole healthcare system. A lot of people didn't agree with the whole healthcare system, and I could see why, because it's almost like the president don't have but so much power. They got a little bit of power, but
Checks and balances.
right. But everybody else, got that power of persuading with money, and you got that establishment. So I mean, I just think that he had a hard time making certain decisions. Now with Trump, now I will give Trump credit for this. Now, I mean, he said it himself. I mean, when he was running, he showed who he really was. He even said he could stand in the middle of the street and shoot somebody and still get away with it, and people still vote for him. So I mean, Trump, he'll tell you like it is. In regards he lying by or not, I mean, he don't have a problem like, oh no, or doing certain things. I mean, I give him that because he showed everybody who he truly was. We saw some people still chose to vote for him. So I mean, I'm kind of like, you can't complain because he told you how he was.
He showed who he was.
You're right. I mean,
People
so
don't understand, like, one of the most legit leaders, at least in my opinion. Like, the reason why I say it like that, how many people are really going to sit there and show you who they are, and people still want to vote? This man can sit here, like you said, tell people he can shot somebody, get away with it. He tell these people to drink cleaning products, and they take it like it's medicine.
right. I mean,
What you expect?
Trump kept it real. I always tell people I always give him that. He kept it real. I mean, he told you guys who he was. So I mean, I can't even get mad.
Since you are a tech guy, did you agree with him banning companies like Huawei?
I mean, personally, I think that's more of a political move. I think Huawei is a good company, phone company that makes some really good phones, but I think it's more of a political move, and also too, I do know that certain regions of China owe the United States money and stuff like that. And I mean, I guess he's saying the United States is being too soft on us. So he was trying to be hard by like removing companies like that. So, but I mean, I don't really have much of an opinion about Huawei because I mean, I'm not really connected with them like I am with companies like Samsung, for example. But I just think that I feel like it was more of a political move.
All right, let's get into the tech because you're also a tech man yourself.
Hmm.
Galaxy man or iPhone man?
Galaxy all
This is a
way.
question for the viewers. I wonder, do they know? Do they know? Are you a Galaxy man or you're an iPhone? If we were to ask anybody from your audience, what would they say?
Oh, they already know to say I'm a Galaxy man. I mean, I'm still rocking a Note 9. I mean, yeah, I've had other phones, like the most recent phone, the Galaxy Z Fold 2. I gave that to my wife. I mean, I like Samsung. The reason why, and I said this in a video, the reason why I like Samsung so much, I mean, like I said, I don't have nothing against Apple and iPhone users, anything like that. The only reason why I'm attached with Samsung because they're very innovative and I like how they're ambitious with the phones and stuff. And I think Apple, I don't have nothing against Apple. I mean, other than the fact that you spend a lot of money for the phones, you got a lot of restriction. It's not open source. But on the flip side, that I do understand that Apple stuff is way more secure as well, which is good too. And their ecosystem is better than Samsung's or Android ecosystem. I mean, that's just a fact. But I prefer Samsung because, like I said, like I like the phone. I mean, I'm still rocking the Note 9. Yeah, I had the S20 Ultra, had a Note 20 Ultra, and the current phone I have is the Z Fold 2. But I actually gave that to my wife because she loved a foldable phone, so I gave the Z Fold 2. So I mean, I'm not saying I would never buy an Apple product. 'Cause I probably will be buying one anyways because there's a lot of Apple news going on. But I just think my preference at this point in time is probably Samsung because I like I like gimmicks. You try to sell. I like the little gimmicks, affordable stuff or whatever. So I'm a gimmick man. So
Okay, so my two questions for you when it comes to technology. Has technology changed the way leadership is being done? And how has technology changed your life?
oh yeah, technology definitely changed how leaderships are done. I mean, just look at election seasons and stuff like that. You got Facebook posts, you got Instagram, you got Twitter. I mean, they use all that political stuff, websites to persuade people. And then like because like one of the things too, a lot of people don't watch the news like they used to back in the day. It's more like online stuff and social media. I mean, everything's at your fingertips with your cell phone. I mean, you go here, oh wow, this happened. So definitely technology definitely does change the way how people operate because I mean you got everything in the palm of your hand. It's at your fingertip. So it's like especially these days, people not gonna go on Fox News, which I heard is terrible. I don't know, or CNN, whatever. Now I do go and watch CNN doing the debates and stuff on regular TV or YouTube, but it definitely has changed how we vote today. I mean, it definitely changed political. I mean, look, you see Donald Trump in office making a tweet every couple of minutes and stuff like that. So technology has definitely changed how people respond, especially in political life. And then, as far as my life, how it's changed, it definitely has changed. Like I remember growing up as a '80s kid, well, mid '80s kid, growing up in the '90s and stuff.
The
Just
best.
yeah, the best. And just like I had this conversation a lot, but just looking at video games, thinking I was a kid, I just stuck on Nintendo, on the Sega Genesis. I'm thinking, wow, these graphics. Then you advance to the Super Nintendo, like, whoa, this good. Then Nintendo 64, when I saw the Nintendo 64, I mean, I'm like, wow, that's crazy. Just looking at video games from Aspen. Now we're looking at the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox X Series with these realistic, humanistic graphics, and you got virtual reality, what that thing is called.
Simulations.
Yeah, when people see stuff. I mean, technology has definitely changed and it affected my life because when I was growing up, like it was like, what's a cell phone? But now you got cell phones, you got your bank information on it, social media. I mean, your whole life is in the palm of your hand device.
It's crazy how
Right,
things been. We started with the Atari and Game Boy. Now we got the Xbox, and now we got, like you said, PlayStation 5. Phones used to be in our cars.
right.
Phone.
Let's not forget about internet connection. I
Oh
mean,
yeah, the
when I
internet
was
done
growing
come a
up,
long
yeah,
way.
I mean, when I was coming up, like we was patient. We sit to dial up, just wait to dial up. It might take about 15 minutes to connect to the internet. But now these days, like boom, 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 you have to have it. You have to have it. So it's like growing up, you're conditioned to what's going on. Cause now if I had to go through dial up, it'll probably drive me crazy. Like,
Yeah,
dang, take it too long. Take it too long. If it's not up in a split second, it's taking too long. You know, so technology definitely changed my life.
yeah. Speaking of tech, how do you feel about TikTok's gonna be banned soon?
Truth be told, I could care less. I don't care. I don't use it. Someone told me about it. I said, oh, TikTok. I mean,
Yeah, one of my
I
best
don't
friends
care.
talked about. I said, look, outside of working, I don't really be doing all that. But I said, might as well just ask. 'Cause I know a lot of people aren't going to be TikToking no more.
Right. Yeah. I got a TikTok account because some guy came to my house from Vivint to install some security system, and he was like, you need to go on TikTok. Like TikTok, like what's that? And I said, oh, that's what that little thing is. I made like maybe 3 or 4 videos. I've been on it since. I don't care. And I'm not big on social media, but because I'm on YouTube, I have to force myself to use social media a lot. But TikTok, I could care less.
So speaking of another social media, so I'm actually friends that you remember. One of my best friends, Alicia Life Journey. I know the wife. She also likes to play Pokemon. So do the wife and kids always try to get you to play Pokemon? Remember when that came out 2016?
Hmm.
Everybody, their mama playing Pokemon Go.
Yeah, Pokemon. I mean, I like the OG Pokemons, but now I mean, I downloaded the Pokemon Go app because my wife was trying to get some type of points or invited me. I did it. And I had it on my phone maybe like a day when I uninstalled it. So I don't care for mobile gaming. I mean, I'm just being real. I don't care for mobile gaming.
I mean, I like mobile gaming because I remember when I used to be younger, every time I tried to play my PlayStation or some of my games on the computer, mom would always need me to do something. Now I'm like, okay, let me pick up my phone, play a game. She needs me to do something. Best friend needs me to do something. School or my job, I can play my games on the go. Now while I'm driving, I put my phone down.
Well, get a Nintendo Switch. I mean, I could deal with Nintendo Switch only because you got that option from handheld to the screen. So I mean, I haven't played my Nintendo Switch in a while, but I mean, I prefer it on TV unless I'm on the plane.
So speaking of video game systems, you actually do have a contest coming up on your system for the.
PlayStation 5. So yes, um, I'm doing a giveaway for PlayStation 5. It's a digital version, and it's simple. If you want to be a part of that giveaway contest, when I reach 15,000 subscribers, that will activate the giveaway. And the only thing you gotta do is your part. Subscribe to the channel, watch the videos, and leave some type of comment. And follow my social medias. You can follow 2 of my social medias. I have Twitter, I have Facebook, and Instagram. So you for Facebook and Twitter, just go type in Dancing with Tech, and for Instagram, just put nice NYCE the number 4U, and all you gotta do is share with 3 friends, and that's it. And then I will be doing a giveaway on a date on November 12th. So just do your part, and then whoever wins the giveaway will be a happy owner of a PlayStation 5. It's free. All you gotta do is just share and subscribe.
I'm gonna do it. So let's get this man to how many subscribers?
15,000. And people ask I have a few people ask 15,000. I say yeah because number one, Sony's not endorsing me for this. I'm doing this as a thank you for people who wants to support my YouTube channel. But at the same time, I want to give people an opportunity. So that's why I'm doing it.
And we don't want just any type of subscribers. We want permanent subscribers. And how many subscribers are you currently at?
I am at 620 subscribers because I think that, I started YouTube this year, January 2020, and I've been having so much support and love. So this is a way of me showing my appreciation. I just want to give other people the opportunity to join in on the fun.
So join the race, everybody. We want y'all to dance, have fun. He always puts out great content.
Yep. My latest video is the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 2. I do an unboxing review. The phone has tons of features. And my wife, she will be doing a video on the Galaxy Z Fold 2 about her initial impression because I gave her the phone and she's going to be using it. So she's going to be showing you guys some tips and tricks with the phone. So check that video out.
So my other question for you is, say Samsung made you the president of their organization, what would be your biggest goal for the next 2 years for the Galaxy phones to make Samsung a better company?
So Samsung, you listening? Well, I would do. One thing I like Samsung. They're very ambitious. They like trying new stuff. Me personally, like I would definitely focus on the foldable phones. I would introduce more technology to making them water resistant, to add a fingerprint scan inside the screen, and make a dust resistant IP rating so it can be waterproof. And one of the things I would do with those phones, I would make it as affordable as possible because those phones are $2,000. I think I can see why it's $2,000 because there's a lot of text and stuff, but it's Samsung. If I was working with Samsung, I would really do my best to bring that tag down to $1,700 or $1,600.
So like right now, I have the Galaxy. I have the A21, which is part of their current budget line, the Alpha series phones, and I also have the iPhone 11. If I was to say I want to drop my iPhone, how would you try to get me as a customer to drop my iPhone to get another Galaxy phone or to get a better Galaxy device?
Well, I would ask you, why do you like your iPhone? What is it about your iPhone you like?
Personally, I like my iPhone for business and the picture quality.
Okay, business and pictures. Okay. So how do you use a phone for business and pictures? Like, what did you just use a phone? That's it.
So outside of this, I do have my own side businesses. So it's great for setting up appointments for pictures. If I'm out working on photography, it also does help me. I use it as another camera if I want to get another angle.
So like the Galaxy, like the phone just came out. It's a Galaxy Z Fold 2, and
Which
it's
you
a
did a
photo.
video on.
Exactly, I did a video on. It's a foldable phone, so you got your front face camera, right? You can sit there and take selfie cams, which is 12 megapixel. Now,
12 megapixels
yes,
for real?
yes. So now, if you want to say which the clarity is clear, I can show you. And then on top of that, if you want your pictures to be even more clearer, since we're talking about pictures, you can open the phone up, use a back end camera, which is always better than the front end cameras, and you'll be able to see the picture, have a better quality picture. But now let's go from the business aspect. So now you got this tablet in your hand that's folds into, well, you got the phone, it folds into a tablet, full screen display. You're able to multitask. So you go able to open your calendar on one end or your email, and on the right side you can open up your, like let's say you got a to-do list or you got a calculator. You can basically multitask on 3 different screens at the same time. It's all right in front of you, and it's good for business. So like for example, let's say like you had a business meeting, right, and you left home, you forgot, oh, I got my stuff on my Mac computer, but you gotta save the Photoshop or whatever, or Microsoft. You can always sit there, go log into your account from your phone. You can sit there and hard press, like let's say not Photoshop, let's say like PowerPoint, and you can hard press it and slide onto the Excel spreadsheet, and it will sit automatically convert into Excel spreadsheet or whatever conversion you're trying to do. That's how it's built and made. So in this case, like if you forgot some old crap, I can't go back to the office to fix it. It does it for you. and it's really good for multitasking. And if you want to sit there, if let's say you got those three screens open, your Outlook email, you say you got PowerPoint and web browsing, you could sit there, hit the plus button on the phone. It will say your configuration, and you can have different configurations. So you got one for entertainment, YouTube, web, and text. You click on that configuration, it'll pop up on the phone. It's just at your fingertips.
Oh wow, that's so cool.
Yeah, so I mean, so if you like iPhone, you paying a little over $1,000, about $1,200 for iPhone. The Z Fold, it does have a 2,000 price tag, but you can trade your phone and your iPhone in, and you can sit there and use it, and then you can sit there use Dex. And Dex is where you can sit there, link it to your computer, and use it from the computer as well. It's all at your fingertips.
I think I might do that.
So
So the job that I was currently working at, brought the phone for me, but I might talk to them about that and get me my little Galaxy phone.
I promise you, you're gonna love it, because I use it several times. My wife uses it a lot, and I'm just like, wow.
I'm more of a Galaxy person anyway, so.
So I think you would like it. It's definitely worth it. Especially, I look at it as a business aspect. Like someone like me and you were YouTubers, or Alicia Journey, and you got your YouTube channel on in. You got your schedule, like you got scheduled interviews and stuff right there. And then you got your text messages, you're communicating, looking at the calendar, and then you got other stuff going on. It's okay, they all work together.
So before we dance out of here, do you want to tell the people all your social media platforms before I dance over to the journey? Supposed to be doing an interview with her later. I'm gonna interview the Sunshine Puppet Crew.
Okay.
I got to see how Bananas is doing. We got to catch up.
All right. Well, tell Bananas I said what's up. So, guys, my social media, check me out on Facebook, and that is facebook.com/dancing with tech. Then you go to Twitter, and you type in Dancing with Tech. And finally, you want to check me out on Instagram, type in nice, NYCE, the number 4, and you, nice for you, and you will see some amazing content on all the social media platforms, videos, updates, and most importantly, you can watch me dance.